Folks, good evening. Welcome to a late night edition of the Iowa Gun Owners video channel. Guys, Aaron Dorr here with Iowa Gun Owners. A lot going on, a lot to talk about tonight. I know it's late, but sometimes we get a lot better interaction later on in the evening, on the weekends in particular. So we're going to discuss a lot of stuff here, guys. I'm going to launch a watch party first on my second screen, so give me a moment to get that going. And once we do, we'll get this video started, guys. Get signed in. Let us know where you're watching from. Post your location, your questions in the comment section. Always helps us to be seen by more people, which is the name of the game, getting more gun owners involved in this fight. I'm going to post some links in the comment section here as this video gets going. Once that's done, we're going to kick off this broadcast. I see a lot of folks getting signed on already. I see tons of folks getting signed on right now, as a matter of fact. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. Comment in the comment section. We got Wayne, we got Julie, we got Steve, we got Dale. We got a lot of folks watching right now, guys, all across the state. Get signed in. We're talking about Jason Schultz and backstabbing Republicans. Seems to be a theme. If you guys have spent any time on social media this week, anywhere in Iowa, you are being flooded with our online programs designed to rout out these moderate chumps who are warring against constitutional carry law. And leading that pack right now is all 4 foot 10 inches of Senator Jason Schultz from Denison, Schleswig area, Western Iowa, where, that's where I'm from, is Western Iowa. And out there, your word is still your bond, but not the case for 4 foot 10 inch Jason Schultz. Tamara says, hi, watching from Marcus. Hi, Tamara. My grandparents were from Marcus. My dad grew up in Marcus. Lovely area. Lovely, lovely town. We got Erwin watching. We got Quincy. We got Stuart. Lots of folks. So, again, you guys probably have seen a lot of our online programs kicking off all week long. We're pouring in emails into the Capitol, pouring in phone calls into people like RageandAmy.com, LionDanDawson.com. We're doing online videos that the whole state is buzzing about. Over 6,000 emails sent into the Iowa Capitol in the first week and a half, all demanding one thing: constitutional carry. The simple idea that if you're not a freaking criminal, you shouldn't have to beg the government for permission to carry a firearm. It's a very simple concept. It's law in 16 states. It's a third of the country, folks. And here in Iowa, we're being told no by this clown. All 4 feet 10 inches of Jason Schultz. Every time I'm in the elevator in the Capitol, and see, back when he was our friend, back when he wanted something from us, and we ride the elevator. I remember this one time. I'm going down from the second floor down to the battleship, and I thought he was on the elevator with me. And I looked over, and I didn't see him. And I was like, where the hell did Jason go? And I looked over, and he was standing there. He's just so far down that I didn't even see him when I looked off to the side. It's the craziest thing. He's like, anyway. You know what I'm talking about. He's just a coward. He's all 4 feet, 11 inches coward. That's Jason Schultz. So if you saw his statement this week, you know what's going on, and we're going to read it. We're going to read it for you guys, word for word. This is little Jason Schultz, and he gave a great big statement this week about guns, and he attacks Iowa gun owners. He attacks me, and we're going to read this line by line, word for word, so you guys know what's going on. So first, some background. You see, Jason Schultz is one of those kind of guys who he's always looking for a favor. He's always, you know that friend you got that every time he texts you, every time he comes by, you're like, oh gosh, what's he going to ask for now? And Jason was always that way. Years ago, he was like, Aaron, I can't do any good fundraising mail or any good fundraising emails. The party's trying to help me. I can't write at all. Could you help write? You guys do a good job fundraising with your emails. Could you help us do some fundraising? He's always asking for a favor. He's one of those kind of guys. And so clear back now, this would have been what? This would have been, 2012? I think it was 2012 when he made the jump from the Iowa House to the Iowa Senate. Same deal. calls us begging for help, because it was supposed to be a seat that he inherited from Senator Nancy Botger, who was truly pro-gun. But all of a sudden, little Maddie Winchell, who's also in that same Senate seat, all of a sudden, little Maddie, he was going to run. And so little Jason Schultz, all 4 feet, 11 inches of Jason, he calls me, and he's in tears on the phone. I'm at the Sioux City Gun Show, one of like 700 I've done in the Sioux City and Council Bluffs area over the years. I'm in the Sioux City Gun Show in the auditorium. He's like, Aaron, can you talk? And so I got to step out. So I had some volunteers there, or Matthew, my brother, who just hopped on. Maybe Matthew was there helping me out. I don't know. But I step out, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? Did something happen to the family? I mean, did the dog get hit by a car? What's going on? And he's like crying on the phone. And he's like, Winchell's going to primary me. Winchell's going to primary me. And he's like begging like a dog for help again. This guy, it's all he does. He just begs. He begs and begs. If you're 4 feet, 11 inches tall, I guess you get used to that kind of stuff. Can someone give me the milk? Can you reach the top shelf of the fridge? I mean, he's just that kind of guy. So he's begging us for help, begging. And we made it clear to little Maddie Winchell that because he voted against constitutional carry law on the floor, that we would certainly engage in that primary and make sure that he knew the price was going to be paid for what he did. And so all of a sudden, little Maddie Winchell backs out of that primary, decides not to file. And so Jason, he gets a freebie. So then the next January, I think this was January of 12. I don't know. So many elections, so many pieces of trash, they blur. They blur after a while. I think it was in 2012. It's the opening week of session. And these guys have rules on how they can take money and give money and whatever else it was. And so Jason Schultz comes by our office over here in West Des Moines, comes by, knocks on the door, same thing. I'm looking out, trying to find him. I have to look down more, and then there he is. He wants to come inside and become a member of Iowa Gun Owners because he knows what happens. He knew what happened. He won his seat thanks to us, and he knew it. So he comes in and he's like, hey, well, there's still time before session begins. Can I become a member of Iowa Gun Owners? I was like, all right. I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, all right, Jason, you can sign up. So he becomes a member because, boy, we saved his ass, and he knew it. So that's a long time ago. But that's the kind of guy that 4 foot, 11-inch Jason Schultz is. And everybody in Des Moines knows it. He's a chump. So what happens? He gets in the Senate chamber. In 2016, you take out all these gun grabbers, Gronstal, Sodders, Shane John, Braze, Wilhelm, Courtney, all of them. And all of a sudden, for the first time in his life, little Jason, he isn't now a big man on campus. He's now part of the majority party. And all of a sudden now, he is trying to say, oh, I don't know if we should be doing constitutional carry law. I don't know. It's kind of extreme. And it's just like, dude, I know you're short, but don't you have a spine somewhere in there? And so that began this like really sad destruction of this guy. He went from being a guy who had balls in the House in 2009 and 2010. And all of a sudden, over all those years, he just got destroyed by power and by wanting to be a cool kid in Des Moines. And so as you guys all know what happened, 2017, these people don't touch constitutional carry. And at the time, our focus was on stand your ground law, so we were otherwise engaged. 2018, Jason Schultz gets gets constitutional carry through his subcommittee. But then what happened? Parkland, Florida happened. And little Jason Schultz, all 4 feet, 11 inches of him, he gets scared of the media. Oh, the media is going to attack us. Oh, the media is going to attack us if we do a gun bill today. And you can just see it. You can just see that guy sitting there rubbing his cheek, right? That's what he did. He freaked out. He absolutely freaked the heck out. Whole bunch of senators were there saying, dude, Jason, cowboy up, dude. What happened in Parkland only highlights the need for more good guys having an easier access to guns. Cowboy up. Jason wigs out, wouldn't do it, and they pulled that bill in 2018. 2019, you guys know what happened? Same thing. We get the bill through subcommittee, and then what happens? All of a sudden, immediately, senators and state reps on the Republican side began attacking the bill like crazy. Norland Momsen, I didn't name the guy. What can I say? Norland Momsen's attacking the bill like crazy publicly. You got Senator Chris Conyers attacking the bill publicly and in forums all over the place, made statewide news. You got Bucktooth Steve Holt attacking the bill, saying how he's not going to, he's just sitting there, I'm not going to touch anything that comes from Iowa gun owner. And it's the same old stuff. So we have to unload. And so we start putting pressure on those guys. And then Jason Schultz does what he always does. He waddles over to me, all 4 feet, 11 inches of the guy. And he's like, we don't like the way you're talking to these people. You're not a very nice guy. You're not a very nice guy. And so we're going to pull the bill. And same old crap. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? When you need help from gun owners, you're the first guy with your hand out. The first guy. We ask you guys to pass the bill that you've all promised to pass, and then you stab us in the back. And so that's the situation with Jason. So today or yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever, he does his little update attacking Iowa gun owners. So we're going to read this line by line so you guys can know how this fight is being won or lost or killed by people like this. And again, as you guys should know, if you don't already know, there's an email above this video. It's in the comment section. It's also in the video description above. It's automated. Fire off your email. I don't care if you've done it before. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Last Thursday, like 2 days ago, we had the highest number of emails of any day so far this session on this bill. I don't know why. You guys did a great job, but fire them off again. I can tell you right now that Jason Schultz has already received 56 emails, all from his constituents, all from his district, all demanding action on constitutional carry law. And he is freaking the F out because of it. Freaking out. It's an election year, and these people are freaking out with good reason. So that's why Jason publishes this. And it's kind of a recap of what happened in Virginia. Of course, he doesn't know much. He wasn't there. We were there, broadcasting live for you guys to see what was going on. Had a great time up there with my oldest son in Richmond on Monday. It was a great time to just to show my 14-year-old, the fight for freedom that's raging across this country, and to show him that not everybody has given up. Not everybody has stood down. Not everybody is a coward like so many lawmakers in Iowa. And it was a good time. So he discusses all this crap in Virginia. How they all these bad things, all this bad stuff going on, about how they passed all these good bills in Iowa. Where's this section? I wanted to find this one section before I get to our section. What he doesn't mention the fact that the Republicans in Virginia also had a chance to pass constitutional carry, and they killed it. And when they did that, they told gun owners basically go pound sand. And gun owners did, and so then they lost their majority. That's how it works. That begins with the top. So this session, this week, yesterday, in fact, Jason Schultz, he picks up the Steve Sodders playbook. He picks up the Steve Sodders playbook. So this is the same thing. 2016, an election year. Mike Gronstal, Steve Sodders, all these fools, they knew that we were going to kick them in the teeth in their district in the fall. So what do? They begin passing gun bills, and I mean quick. 2015, I think it was 2015, they passed what? The suppressor bill. They passed suppressors because they were killing constitutional carry and stand your ground law, and they hoped that was going to give them a pass. And I bumped into Sodders in the elevator, or was it the bathroom? I don't know, one of the two, or maybe it was both. And I was like, hey, just so you know, Steve-O, that didn't buy you a damn thing with our members. If you don't pass constitutional carry and senior ground law, you're dead to us. You're dead to us. And so that was suppressors. And then the next year, what was it? You remember? The stupid crap they passed the next year? The next year, it was a huge chunk of freedom. We could carry on ATVs again. So much freedom, it just makes my arm hair tingle, right? It's the same stuff. They passed this peripheral chicken scratch gun bills that are designed to get pressure off of them and their friends. That's how it works. And so now with Jason Schultz and Brad Zahn and Jack Whitver and all these people and Charles Schneider feeling the heat, all of a sudden, we're going to move gun bills. Are they going to move constitutional carry? No. They don't like you guys. They want you to lick their boots. You know this works. So instead, he's going to work on a bill. It says, I'm also going to run a bill to require employees to be allowed to keep their concealed weapons locked in a car while they are at work. Is that a good bill? Maybe. Is it a bad bill? No. It's just a cover bill. That's all this is. It's just designed to keep the pressure off of them so he can do exactly what he's doing right here. Yes, I've blocked constitutional carry for 4 years in a row. Yes, I promised. I think I have this survey right here. Yes, I do. Yes, I promised in 2012, question number 1, that I would sponsor and champion constitutional carry. Yes, I'm always looking for help from gun owners. No, I'm not going to pass constitutional carry. I ain't going to do it. And so instead, he has to pass other bills to try to get cover for himself. And so he has that bill, and he has the bill to allow people to carry on school grounds when dropping off their kids. It's all designed to protect him. That's what it is. And not just him. When this bill moves on to the floor, and it will, it's all designed to insulate them from you guys and your pressure on constitutional carry law. Disgusting stuff. But here's the good part. Here's the big hit on me and Iowa gun owners, all you wonderful people. All you wonderful people. Quincy says apply more and more and more pressure. I'm going to put this link again in the comment section right now. It's the pre-written email, guys. It is your email to lawmakers demanding constitutional carry law be enacted. It's a very simple process. You can email them with one click of your mouse. Same thing. You can do it. You can have Twitter. You can do it by phone. It's all right there. Erwin says we have a bunch of self-centered, lying, low-down, backstabbing political cowards as politicians here in the state of Iowa. No common sense whatsoever. Time to vote them out of office. Well said, man. Well said. So, Jason Schultz, now that he's feeling the heat in a major way, all 4 feet, 11 inches of him, says, an issue that has been made more difficult is constitutional carry. This would remove the need for permits to carry for law-abiding citizens. Over a third of the country already has, and 3 states have passed this provision in the last year with no problems at all. I want to see this passed in Iowa, and we're working to move it this year. Here we go. The problem comes in the form of a phony pro-gun group out there. He's too much of a coward to even say our name. He won't even say Iowa gun owners. Such a chump. The problem comes from a phony pro-gun group out there who was out to raise money with explosive emails and mailings. Well, of course we're trying to raise money, Jason. How else can we go after gun grabbers at election time? Jason, you were more than happy to give us your own donation when it benefited you and your caucus, Jason. Let's be honest. You're only mad that we're raising money when we are exposing you and your friends. When we were exposing the anti-gun Democrats, then it's fine. Give IGO your money. In fact, I'll give you a donation myself. What a two-bit liar. They claim they're working to move constitutional carry forward, we claim. So let's just double check this now. So you wonderful people all across the state, last session fired off 25,000 emails in support of constitutional carry law. You guys help us browbeat these moderate chumps to get, I think it was 12 or 13 co-sponsors on Stand Your Ground law. We get the bill filed with all those people, but we only claim to be supporting. They claim to support the bill. A lot of you guys came and testified right beside me in subcommittee. You were right there. And the rest of you guys saw it online. But no, apparently we only claim to be trying to move the bill. But each time I make progress in the Senate, they firebomb a senator or representative with lies and insults. So when Senator Chris Conyers says, hell no, I'm going to oppose constitutional carry law, we can't expose that, according to Jason Schultz. That's how it works. When Representative Norlin Momsen, again, I didn't name the guy. I can't help what his parents named him. When Norlin Momsen attacks constitutional carry in the paper publicly, we aren't allowed to expose him. See, if you do, well, we're firebombing them with insults. You see how insidious and what a two-bit lying chump this guy is? You see, they loved us. They loved you when we were putting pressure on Mike Gronstal and Steve Sodders. Why? Well, because it gave them the power. It gave them the Senate. They loved our aggressive ads in 2016. They loved our mailings in 2016. They loved our slicks in 2016. They loved our house-to-house lit drops in 2016 and 2014 and 2012 and 2010. So it's all good then. It's all good then. But now, no. They firebomb representatives with lies and insults. Let's see. Well, he says they target the targeted lawmakers are almost always supporters of permitless carry. Yeah, like Lion Dan Dawson. Sure, he said he supports it, and he won't do anything. He's blocking the bill. In what parallel universe do you live in, Jason? So Dan Dawson says, yeah, I support constitutional carry. And then the Capitol, he's like, F no, and I'm going to block it every chance I get. Or maybe you mean Amy Sinclair, who's on Judiciary with you. Amy Sinclair, who does all she can to block the bill, even though when she ran for office and wanted our help, she was the first one to sit there and sign our survey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one right here. You see that by my finger? Amy Sinclair. Would you support HF 2241 or similar legislation known as constitutional carry law, which would allow law-abiding Iowans the right to carry a weapon concealed or openly without having to first beg government permission, as is done in many other states? You can see it right there. She checked the box. Sponsor. She'd sponsor the bill. But now she attacks gun owners who dare hold her accountable. But see, in Jason Schultz's world, Iowa gun owners is attacking these people. They're terrible. Embarrassing. You're such an embarrassment, Jason. We all know what this is. You never amounted to much. You never even grew up. You're 4 feet, 11 inches tall. And then the first time in your life, you're a somebody, and you're desperate to hold on to that. You're desperate to hold on to that. Or, like Irwin says, if people want to just suck off the government taxpayer dollars, that's all it is. You're exactly right. Says, let me see. It gives opponents of gun rights a reason to laugh at us. Well, that I actually agree with, because every time in the Capitol, I bump into Eric Baker, the Senate Democratic chief of staff, and every time he says, you know, when are the Republicans going to pay off the debt they owe to gun owners? He's like, you know, you guys went to war against my old boss, Mike Gronstal, and you guys got him and all the rest of them too. But when are the Republicans going to keep their promise? And he laughs every time because these lying Republicans have less honor than his old boss, Mike Gronstal, did. He says, but the biggest problem is it makes those who could go either way in the bill not want to get involved. That's the whole thing. See, you have to kiss their butt. You have to lick their boots. That's how they want you and I to treat them. They are our sovereign. They are our king. We have to show them deference and respect. That's the message coming out of this, and it's disgusting. Given the vast successes of the Republican trifecta in reinforcing our two-way gun rights over the last few years, it's almost assured we could have passed this issue without deceptive profiteers taking advantage of patriotic Iowans. Again, it's the same old crap. They love it when we raise money to attack anti-gun Democrats, but they hate it when we raise money to attack anti-gun or weak-need losers who will not keep their campaign promise. Is Jason Schultz anti-gun? No. Is Jason Schultz a two-bit coward? Yes. Is Jason Schultz in this to protect himself? Absolutely. And does Jason Schultz know that if he stands up for you guys, for gun owners, and exposes anti-gun moderates, they're gonna make him pay a price? Yes. And he can't handle the pressure. He can't handle the pressure. You know, there have been men and women, actually, but men in particular, who have been some of the most ferocious champions for our freedom that I've ever had a chance to work with in the Iowa Capitol, off and on for years. And they would pay that price. They would happily pay that price. They didn't care if bucking their own party leaders cost them everything. They would, by God, pay that price because they did not get elected to be a yes man for leaders, yes man for their own caucus leaders. And this guy is the biggest yes man, all 4 feet, 11 inches of him, the biggest yes man in the Capitol. Because here's the deal. If he stands up, they can take away his chairmanship. They can take away his gavel. Like my cup. I like it. They can take away his freedom as a powerful committee chairman. You know, they tried that crap on Representative Tom Shaw in 2011 when he forced a vote on constitutional carry. And then Speaker of the House, Craig Paulson, threatened him and said, dude, if you force this vote, so help me God, we're going to primary you. And Tom Shaw said, you know what? I didn't get into office to kiss your ass or be here for the rest of my life. If you want to primary me, go for it. And he forced a vote on constitutional carry law for the first time after the GOP had the majority, so we could then see who actually supported gun rights and who didn't. And it cost him. You know what happened? That very day, a car left from the Capitol in Des Moines and drove over to Humboldt or somewhere in that area, Tom Shaw's district, for a local county GOP meeting, and they recruited Mason Bleem to run against Tom Shaw because he dared buck his party leaders. Now, IGO went thermal effing nuclear on that race, and we made sure everybody knew that Tom Shaw was a champion for gun owners. And as I recall, he won that race with 73% of the vote. It was an historic blowout. You know, Rick Bertrand was one of those men who would stand up no matter what it cost him for what he believed in. Senator Bertrand, now I'm changing gears here for a moment, but I'm 100% pro-life, the same way I'm 100% pro-gun. I've never hidden that, but we don't discuss gun politics here, but I love the fight for ending abortion in Iowa too. And Senator Bertrand was one of those same kind of guys. He would fight like a dog for guns, because we all know, if you don't know, sometime I'll give you the full story. The only reason why we have stand your ground law in Iowa is because of Rick Bertrand and all of you great people. That's a given. But as far as the inside leaders, it was only Rick. But on the pro-life issue, again, as an example, Rick's trying to pass life at conception law. He's in the Iowa Senate. This is back, 2015? I think it was 2015, maybe 2016. I'm not sure. A lot of years. And he says, to his party bosses, we claim to be the party of pro-life and pro-gun. It's just me, but maybe we should stop blocking all these bills and pass the freaking bill. And party leaders, Bill Dix at that time, said, no, get out of my office. And so Rick Bertrand walked back out on the Senate floor, and he forced, using procedural rules that they have, he forced lawmakers to vote on that bill. And you know what they did to him? they stripped him of his subcommittee chairmanship. Senator Bertrand chaired a powerful, I think it was a Ways and Means subcommittee. It was a subcommittee. I think it was Ways and Means, a very big one. And they took that from him as a way to remind everybody that if you don't fall in the line here at the Capitol, you're going to pay a price. But lots of men have stood tall for your freedom for a long time because they're not there to work for lawmakers in Des Moines. They're there to work for us. They're there to work for the Iowa people. But this guy, this little dude, all 4 feet, 10 inches of the guy, maybe it's 11, I don't know. He's terrified. He's terrified. And so I can guarantee you what's happening is he is under orders from legislative leaders. You will get out there and attack Iowa gun owners. You will get out there and make sure you're going to publicly declare your loyalty is with us, and you will do what you can to kill constitutional carry law. That's the way the game is being played right now, guys. And the only way we bust through that is with your overwhelming pressure. Your overwhelming pressure, guys. So your emails are key. I can't say it enough. Your emails are key. Your pre-written tweets are key. It's all super important, guys. Make your voice heard. Fire off these emails. Share this video. Guys, stand up. If you're a member, thank you. If you're not, there's a link above there. It goes to joinigo.com. joinigo.com. If you're already a member, donate. We are spending a tremendous amount of your support right now during session to pour pressure into the Capitol in support of constitutional carry law, and we need your help to make this fight continue. Guys, this has been a great night. It's been a great weekend. I need to get home and maybe get my kids tucked in. They're probably already asleep. But I got to get going, guys. It's been a great night. Fire off your emails. Make your voice heard. More to come on Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Take care.